before 5.1 dropped. And now I'm showcasing what happened after the patch drop. And quite a good revamp on the class. So, let's start off. Now, Shadowfang is not off the spinning edge chain anymore. It's on its own cooldown and own timer. So, like for example, I can do this and not be interrupted anymore. So, that's one start. The Ninjutsu part used to be 2 charges for Karatsu, now it's actually just the Ninjutsu itself. So, Karatsu is now our big damaging hit finisher, I guess you would say, at some point. Especially if the later on at the levels, which would be these particular ones. Gakko and Gyakko. Upgrade from the Kaiton. So, potency 750 to all targets around it. No diminishing returns. And surprisingly, the stupid Bind Ninjutsu, which was total crap, I think it was originally a 140 for the original Ninjutsu. Now it's up to 400. And it's up to a ridiculous 1200 potency. Sickening. So, Ninjutsu has changed quite a bit. Fuma Shuriken, I think it was like around 250 or 200 area. While Kaiton, I think it was like maybe run 75 or something like that. Raiton, I think that was like around 350. Hoiton, I think it was, like I said, it was 150 potency. Huton hasn't changed, it's still haste. Doton, I think the potency, initial potency has increased. I think it used to be like 70 or something like that. And Suiton, which is our enhancing or accessing our trick attack, is now up to 600. I think originally it was like around 200 or something like that. Or maybe it was 175 also. Don't know. I can't remember what was the old stats. So, Dream Within a Dream, triple attack. Each attack does potency of 200 and grants Assassinate ready. Assassinate is a potency of 200, so pretty much every minute you get a free attack. I personally, I just don't understand why. It's just something stupid. Personally, I think I should Dream Within a Dream should like enhance your next combo finisher or whatever. But that's just my opinion. And the heavier levels, Bushan apparently has changed. Instead of being a 15-second duration, it's up to 30 seconds, but it has 5 access stacks of your ability. So, 5 melee attacks or whatever you're doing for weapon skills, and you'll get, what do you call it? Kanki. Or Nanki, sorry. I'm so used to Samurai's word. And what else? This got changed slightly. Instead of being, I think it was like 40 Nanki, now you get the straight up 50, so you can access the ability immediately. Unfortunately, I think the cooldown might have been upped, because I think it was on a minute cooldown. Tenchi Jin has gotten interesting, which I'll show in a second. Before, you're like, oh, okay, doing my ninja, okay, boom, and you see how that went. It was in that order. Well, now, Tenchi Jin, Kuma, Kaiton, and Suiton. Oh yeah, trick attack. Don't need to be back for the access as a special damage increase. But you do more damage in the back, obvious reason. So, at least you don't have to say, hey, I'm going to screw this up, and I'm going to use True North. And then you use Trick Attack. Nope, you don't have to worry about it saying, you're that ninja that screwed up. Hellfrog Medium, apparently they changed it. It's less damage than it was, but you don't have to drop off anymore, like how Flare is for Black Mages. baklava. Baklava. Anyhow, food. I think its potency got dropped. I think it used to be 400. But, you know what? You're able to cast it at 50 instead of 80 in the past. That's another thing. In your Nanki gauge, you're able to only cast at 80. Mug. Sadly, it's on a 2-minute cooldown now. Not like 10 seconds made much of a difference, but whatever. We get our Nanki gauge up by 40. So, whatever. It's cool. Yeah, pretty much. There's some potency increases. I think Armor Crush used to be around 430. Now it's up to 460, and when the final flank damage. Nothing has really changed much on the AE. And hide, instead of like, let's say I'm doing this. Now, hide, refresh. All 2 stacks. So, as you can see, now use Kaitan. Yeah. As you can see, the damage has been drastically upped. Because when I was using Kaitan, I was doing about, I think, 4,000 to 6,000. Now I'm doing about 12,000 average. Raiton, that used to be like about maybe 6,000 to 8,000. Now I'm doing a ridiculous, at least 16. I can't wait until I hit 76. This is gonna be ridiculous. This is gonna be the ninja's version of the dancer attack. It is gonna be redunculous. And the thing is, what really sucks is that no one ever used the bind skill. Now we have a reason to memorize that ability. Which is Tenjin or Chiijin. So I gotta do this. So I gotta remember that now. So messed up. What I had to say about the class, I went through a solo dungeon with my Trustmasters, and I actually felt a big damage increase. I was rather surprised. I actually felt pretty damn good about it. I don't feel like I was like, oh man, I feel like I'm lacking on damage. No, I'm actually feel like I'm up to par what my monk was doing, my summoner was doing, my samurai when I was leveling. But slightly a little more better in a way. Especially if I'm using certain mudras in a certain situation. I just felt good about the class. So they did a good job. I'll give them credit. They did a good rework. I don't feel ashamed playing this class anymore. And to tell you the truth, ninja or rogue in this case for me in the past was actually my best melee class until after I think a little bit start of Stormblood, it just went downhill for me, and I was like, I can't stand this class. It's, I don't know, it just doesn't feel... It lost its identity. That's all I can say. Because we used to have the threat generator for, you know, give them the tanks. We used to have the threat reduction, you know, if our DPS, fellow DPSers are doing too much damage threat and they're not doing any threat reductions. Kind of helps out the tanks. And we lost that ability, so we lost the reason why we were kind of ninja in some form. You know, work in the shadows like, oh yeah, he did it, you know, I did it. Yeah, just the mudras didn't feel impactful. So, I'd say they did a good job. I can't wait to actually level this class to 80 and actually feel proud about this job. Sadly, I think in my opinion, for all the classes I've been leveling up, I might end up having Gunbreaker as my last class. Normally I'd be like, yeah, new job, but I just don't feel hyped up for this job. Same for Dancer, I have to say. I don't know. I just like I was hyped up for that job, but I just like, I don't know. I haven't really tried out the Dancer in this patch, so maybe it'll change my thoughts, how I feel. But every class I have maxed out, I actually feel like I have impact in the group or the team or whatever the case may be. So, oh well, this is my thoughts. This is what the showcase of what ninjas look like at 5.1. So, I'll make the next one of Ninja when I hit level 80. Probably will be within a week if I just keep doing roulettes and such. So, unfortunately, I gotta start catching up because it's Saturday right now, and I'm only 50 Phasmagorias. I need to do some catching up to do. So, good night.